Hey guys, it's me, Jared G, Big Chubby Unicorn Bear. It's been a little while since I made a video. I apologize. I should have planned ahead of time, but I was out of the country. We were in Japan. But we're back. I say we, me, my partner, and my daughter went to Japan. My daughter was there for a week. We were there for 10 days. Traffic got real loud all of a sudden. 10 days in the Tokyo area, visiting temples and parks. It was amazing. But I wanted to share something that I didn't realize was a question up until I had to figure out what to do. Have you been to countries where the toilets are not what you're used to? Now that may be coming to the States, that may be going to South America, that may be going to underdeveloped countries. I don't know, but let me tell you, this was the first time. I mean, I've been to Europe, I've been to Amsterdam and London and Paris. The toilets were okay, some were smaller, but I find that here in different states, sometimes they're smaller. The bathrooms were tiny, I barely fit in one. I could actually brush my teeth while going to the restroom and my foot could touch the tub all at the same time. I felt like a bathroom ninja. I took a selfie. I digress. So I went to Tokyo, and the reason I ask about the bathrooms is they have what we consider to be a common toilet in the United States, and it's pretty cool. But they also have a squat toilet. Now in most public restrooms, you would have like one or two stalls that had a Western toilet, which is what I'm used to in the States. And then they had a squat toilet, which really isn't a toilet, it's just a stall with a hole in the ground. It's like a porcelain hole. Some of them have sensors for movement, so when you're done, it flushes. It looks like this. So it scared me. It looks like fear. It looks like a hole in the ground. Given the opportunity, I might have tried it if the place we stayed had one that was like in a private situation, but that didn't happen. The other thing that came up, and actually at the end of the trip I realized while walking, after 10 days of walking through Tokyo and subway stations and train stations and in between and touristing, sightseeing, harajukuing, is that a word? It was super kawaii. But doing all the things, I had a pair of underwear that were horrible, so I actually went into a restroom, and the only one that generally is available in a public restroom tends to be the squat toilet, hole in the ground, the one that I'm not familiar with. I actually changed my pants, changed my underwear, took my pants off with shoes on. Not an easy task to do. Put the new underwear on, which I happen to have a spare in my backpack, because you should. It's smart. Always have spare underwear. And I had to hover. While I'm hovering and trying not to dip my belt or drop my phone or my wallet into the actual squat toilet, it was actually a sensor, so it kept flushing as I'm like straddling my feet over both sides of the opening in the floor. But there was plenty of room to like hang clothes and put my wallet and my phone so that I didn't drop them. But I will say it was a balancing act of trying to get my shoed foot through the shorts and underwear to have on the new underwear. I did it. But anyway, the point today is about a bidet. Do you bidet? I had never bidet before. So in Japan, a lot of the toilets have heated seats. Most of the toilets have heated seats. It's actually kind of nice when you're used to it, when you're expecting it. The day I got there, I wasn't expecting. I was sweaty and I had been on the flight. I was humid. I was adjusting to the temperature. It wasn't super hot even, but it was like a different weird feeling than the Denver air, which is very arid and dry. It was moist. So I go to the bathroom, and first I open the door and I see the hole in the floor, and I'm like, whoa, and I take a picture, because that's what you do. And then I went to the other one, and I'm like, okay, I could do this. This is a regular toilet. Perfect. So I hang up my backpack, I turn around, sit down, and I'm like, it's warm. And so I texted a selfie of me to my daughter and my partner saying, it's warm and I'm on the heated toilet. This is gross. But it gets better. You actually get adjusted to it. But there's like a whole programmable thing. Now in the public toilets, the program console is like down at the side sometimes. And for me, who has a big butt, I kind of cover it. So I was afraid I was like warming it up more. So then I was getting panicked and I was getting even more anxious, more warm. But I couldn't quite get to the button. So I couldn't really see what I was doing. And I just needed to go to the bathroom. So I did my business and I got out of there. I took pictures. But I shared my experience. They were like, "Ooh, I like it," because they're thin people. They're actively small people, even if they don't work out. And the heat was nice for them. They heat their seats in their car. I bet they're those kind of people. But here's my thing: there's a button to bidet. There's a button to spray. There's a button to clean its way. I just wanted to rhyme. Okay. We get back to the place where we're staying, and one of the things that drew me to this particular Airbnb that we used was it had a room with the sink and like a laundry machine. It had a room separate for the shower room, which had like a bathtub and like a shower standing area, and then it had a separate room for a toilet. And when you have my daughter, me, and my partner for over a week, you want to have kind of like some privacy. It's not like I could do one, we could do the other, you could do the other, we're good. But the toilet by itself had the control panel on the wall. So you're sitting here taking care of your business, and over here on the wall is the buttons. And you can tell from like the plastic covering that the bidet and the stop bidet get used more than anything, because they're like worn out. I mean, not worn out completely, but they have more use than the other buttons. But so here's the thing I never thought to question. When you bidet, do you bidet before or bidet after? Bidet being as I've done my business and there's an option to spray yourself off. So normally if you go, you take the toilet paper, fold it nicely, take care of your business, get it really well, and you move on, right? But then there's this bidet option. So you get the bidet option to push it. And then I'm thinking, was I supposed to take care of the wiping before I push that button? Now is this gonna mess it up? Where is that water coming from? And is it gonna squirt out? Am I covering where the water's coming? This is scary. Can everybody out in the rest of the apartment hear me using this? This is pretty loud. Like I wanted to have the radio on out there so that nobody could hear me bidetting. I mean, but you're supposed to bidet. So what the hey with this bidet? Okay. The bidet happened, and then I'm like, well, I don't see a thing to like air dry, to like push, clean the whole thing. So I didn't know what to do. So then I'm like, well, I guess I wipe again, but what if I end up with like, paper mache at this point, stuck to my hand? I'm not crafting. I just had to go to the bathroom and I wanted to experience this. So then I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So the next time I went, I go, and then I'm like, well, all right, I will wipe first and then I'll bidet. Because then it won't seem like, you have to catch anything. So I did. Wipe, good to have bidet. Water spraying. And there's an option for girls. You can like spray to it. Everything's clean. I didn't do that one because I was afraid it would like squirt out and hit the door or something, and then I would slip and fall. So I didn't do that, but I don't know. Do you guys know? I'm not sure if you bidet before or bidet after. So it's been, I should Google it, but I thought, well, I can make a video. So that's what I did. I made a video. Travel the world, explore things, see what happens, and then if you come up with questions, ask your pals. I hope you guys are having a good day. And if you learned about the bidet, look it up. Look about the bidet. Look them up. They're fun. I actually liked it. And I did end up going and then bidetting and then wiping again afterwards. I still don't know. All right. Have fun. I've got more stories to share. I'll see you guys soon. Sorry for the wait, and I'll be back. Bye.